Hi everyone, this is part 2 of my first graders pretty much curriculum. Sorry for the bed because I pretty much brought everything into my room. It's quieter in my room and the boys are sleeping and the girls are getting ready for bed. So anyways, let me start. There's a few things that I forgot to tell you on the last one, so I'll just show them to you as I go. Okay, so for his reading, and there's a few things in here that, like his spelling dictionary, this was a printable, so pretty much has stuff so that he can add whatever words he doesn't know, so that he can just look into them and stuff like that. And this came from The Measured Mom, so he has that. He's got his Scholastic First Dictionary, and I really like this because it's got pictures and stuff for him, and it's very simple. So we got that one, and this one I found at a thrift store. So I also got him this one, and it's a little bit thicker, and yes, it's older, but it has a lot more information than the other one does. And also has pictures for him. Reading, so we have workbooks. He does about a page of these a day, and I usually will put the date at the top when he does his work. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, my boys were fighting. So anyways, as I was saying, I gave him a page from the reading, and the same with this one. He completely finished this one, but I'm using the hardcover to put worksheets in from the other stuff that I give him. So he does that for reading. We do a Bika, and I don't have everything from a Bika. I just have a few of these readers. So with this one, he's almost actually done with it. I don't have the next one, so I have to order the next one. But we just read a story a day. He has High Five highlights, and with this we just pretty much read, you know, whatever the next thing is on it. And these are good. I alternate his stuff, so he'll do like a Bika one day, he'll do highlights another, and he'll do worksheets he does every day. Just the workbook is what I alternate. This textbook is from the state, and all I was given was the textbook. So we pretty much just read stories from here, and it's just a bunch of stories, and then it has like reading comprehensions after the story's done. So we do that. And there's the first one, and then the second one is right here. So when he's done with that one, we'll begin with this one. And they only gave me 2. They were supposed to give me 4, so I gotta go back for the other 2. But pretty much it's just stories. And then he does his stories from the McGuffey readers, which I print out. I have like a PDF that's colored, but I don't have coloring, so. And he's on lesson 24. And how I do these is we go over the words, and then we read the story. If the words are too hard for him to understand, I'll redo the story until he can pretty much whiz through it. And then I'll add the next one, and I have them back here. So when it's the review, it's all the stories before that. It's about 2 or 3 stories before that on the review. So if he passes the review, it's good. We have these hidden pictures books. He started to do this, and he's getting frustrated with it, so I stopped doing it. But pretty much it gives him stickers, and he just puts it on there. And when it gets too hard and he can't find it, he kind of starts whining and crying. So I think we'll continue this on probably some next year or towards the end of the year. But I have 4 of these that I ordered, and I really do like them. So I do want him to do them. because I think they're pretty fun, but I gotta wait till he's ready. So he's got 4 of those. We have a Child's Seasonal Treasury, and also found this at a thrift store for $1, so I picked it up. And what we've been doing is just reading little poetry from it or something like that. Like, this is the one we're going to read next. It's How the Leaves Came Down. And it goes by seasons, so I really like that. It's got a few recipes in it. He's been asking to do a pumpkin pie, and the recipe's in here. So he'll like that. I have this I also found at a thrift store, and it's Numbers Games. He still hasn't played it. We just got it, but I am looking forward to it because I was looking for something like a logic, you know, something to make his brain work. And it has a bunch of stuff on there, so I'm looking forward to doing the challenges that are in here and helping him figure it out. So that's a good book, and these little things are used for the games, so hopefully they don't fall out. And then I had a Thinking Skills Pre-K left over, so I've been giving him pages from here. Same with this one from kindergarten. So I've been giving him stuff from in here to do as his logic time or his fun time. He likes fun time. For phonics, we have the phonics flashcards, and these I actually picked up from the trash. Somebody threw them out, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, they were in a little baggie. Why would somebody throw that out? So I picked it up. So we go through the blends and workbook. These workbooks, I find them at Dollar Tree. So this is phonics workbook that we're working on. Alpha Phonics. I got it from the library. I wanted to try it out before I bought it, and I am going to buy it. So he's been working on this, and he's on lesson 10, and he can keep going. It's just he read about 5 pages when we started, so got that. And this is what I actually use for his phonics. So we started with that, and then we began with that one. So he's done pretty well with these, and I have flashcards too for this. I just don't have them here. They're in his little cart thing. But he is pretty much, I think, hold on, I passed it. He's about to do the LK and the LD. So this is where he's at right now. But this is how we do phonics, and it's how I will be doing it with my 4-year-old. These are the other books that I have from Abika that I still have to go through. And then these are our Bible books, and I found these at Dollar Tree. So it's the same principle. You read a little bit of a story in it, and then it has like a little puzzle page or something for him to do. And we are actually doing the Moses Big Book at the same time that we read our Bible book. So he has 3 more. I got all 4 of them at Dollar Tree. These are extra books where I get my worksheets for him to give him. So we have the addition one from Dollar Tree, the Crayola subtraction from Dollar Tree, time and money from Dollar Tree, another subtraction from Dollar Tree, and this one I got when I was in Puerto Rico. And it's got pretty much like drills. I use these more for drills than anything else. So we have that I forgot to show earlier. Let me pull this one first. And he's got this tablet. I no longer do copy work with him. I just thought it was just too much for him to do. So I just try to correct him as he does his work. But I use the pages for when I'm doing his notebooking and I'm gluing stuff on there. So for his language arts, I have the workbook that I use from the state, as well as easy peasy worksheets, and I'll just staple them, and whatever comes from the state book I'll just do here. So he does that. We have Rhyme Time from the Dollar Tree, first words from the Dollar Tree. And this one I got at Walmart, and we just got it the other day. And he does about 2 pages a day for language arts. And then he'll do a fun page, so he gets to pick his fun pages. So if we get to like fun pages like this, he skips over them and just goes to the work. And this is the workbook that I got from the state. I didn't get the textbook, but that's okay. I figure out things on my own, or I'll print stuff out and do it for him so he doesn't miss out. These are the sight words type of quiz that I gave him at the, I started on September 15th. So I did this and saw what he knew and what he didn't know. And then there's like 3 of them on here. So when we end in December, I will redo this, and then at the end of the year, just to see what words he picked up and if he can get all of them done. This is also language arts. And with this, we do a little poem that he learns a month. So when he knows it, he recites it to Daddy. And then we have the spelling words. And this is just chart 1, because I just found this. So I just X'd out the ones that he doesn't know yet, and those are the ones we're working on. And this is the lesson. It's very brief. And then there's like a little mini book at the back. And instead of me stapling it, what I did is I put it into notebooks. That way I can just put them in a binder when I'm done, and I can use them for my 4-year-old. So I have them like that. And this is from The Good and the Beautiful. And I like it because after he's done, he can do the next one. So I like that. And it's free, so why not? And also for reading, for his free reading, we usually do these before bed. We have Happy Halloween Stinky Face. That's what he picked. The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything. And they loved this book. We read it a couple days ago. Last night we read How to Surprise a Dad. Just in time for Daddy's birthday, which was today. And he loves the David books. So he picked this one. David Goes to School. And he read this one to me because it's pretty easy to read. So we had those for free reading. Over here, I have another highlights, and after I get done with the other one, then I'll use this one. And I found these at a thrift store, so that's why I only have 2. This is the next reading book that we'll go through, and then we'll do this one. These I also found at a thrift store, so I picked them up. And they're pretty good, so we'll just go through them. Same with this one. It gets harder, as you can see, with the levels. So, and then everything read pretty much belongs to me, to Mommy. So in here I have like worksheets, and I don't throw stuff away. So what he doesn't finish from workbooks from the year before is what I add for him for extra practice in language arts or reading and stuff like that. So that's all the stuff in here. That's where I get my stuff from. There's reading comprehension, there's sight words, there's even stuff for history, things like that. And then these are for math, and they came from, let me see if it says it, Little House Homeschool, and that is another great site, and it's free. So, did that. And what I do for him for computers is whatever sites that are learning that I want him to have time on, I put in a popsicle stick. So he just goes in and he grabs a popsicle stick and he goes to the website. And on one side it'll say, you know, like bookadventure.com, and the other side has his password and stuff, so that he can be on the computer. And we have readingbear.org, Teach Your Monster to Read. What else do we have in here? FirstStepReading.com. So there's like a few of them that he does in here. We got Typing Web, ABC Mouse, Starfall, things like that. And that's what he does. And I got a big jar. I love saving my jars, so that's what I do. And this is his notebook that I keep everything that he does. So I also have a box. I still got to put more papers in here. I'm kind of behind because I just found the homeschool is it tracker, something like that I'm starting to use for him. So I am trying to put all the papers in there and try to get them all graded and things like that, so that at the end of the year I really don't have nothing but to print out the records that I need. So he did a first day of school book, and it's in here, and he's got his writing practice. I had started with cursive, and then we just did the A, and I stopped. I just figured I'll do it next year. It's just too much work for him. And everything that I do, it sounds like it's too much, but I split it. Like, he doesn't do everything every day. He probably has like a few worksheets per a class. And I guess I'll have to do a video later about that. And then his Bible. And he's done his coloring and stuff like that. And I have some that I still haven't put in here. So I was doing that this weekend, and my husband was like, "Oh my God, woman." But yeah. So we have that. And then his thinking, which is his logic. And these things are old. I just reuse them for me. And his fix the sentence. So I started this at the beginning of the year. I've stopped, but I need to start doing this again with him. And these are all his worksheets. I do have Explode the Code on my computer, so he did a few of those. And pretty much all these are for English. And these are great also. These are Grammar Goose. So it's got like the bad sentence, and he needs to fix the sentence, and here he forgot the capitals, so he lost a point. So I have those. And this paper here that's flagged is pretty much to tell me the next page that I need to add into my record on the computer. So all these are, I still have to put in there. But he has all those. And then he's got his spelling that he has done, which is great. I love seeing his work. I think the hardest thing about homeschooling is choosing what to keep and what to throw away. And I have a box from his kindergarten I just don't want to get rid of. And then his math. And like you can see, this is for one day. This is for the same day. This is the same day. This is the same day. And then goes on to the next day. So he usually gets about that much for math or language arts, things like that. And it's all mixed in. Nothing, you know, is like the same sometimes. And it's okay. Some of it is review. Some of it is new. But we work on whatever page we get. I don't have a set curriculum for him other than the workbooks that I have. It's what we can afford, and you know what? He's in first grade and he knows a lot more than he should, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job right now. This is our second year of homeschooling, so I'm learning. I'm still learning. If anybody has any advice, you know, or anything like that, feel free to let me know. I'm all for it. I find worksheets from everywhere, so it's not just workbooks. Sometimes I get ideas from Pinterest. Sometimes I watch YouTube and see something another mom did, and I'm like, oh, I can try that with my son. So I think that's why I'm trying to do videos. If I can give somebody an idea for something that they didn't try, you know, that's all good. So anyways, this is all our stuff for math. And, oh, I also found these. A+tutorsoft.com. So we started doing that and adding that into our math. And these were when I was testing him to see what he knew and what he didn't know and where to start him. So that's what those are. Let me get out of the math. For science, we started doing Easy Peasy in the beginning. So I have a few of her stuff in here. And he's just not ready to do the Easy Peasy as far as like the body and the skeleton and things like that, because I really I'm an aide, a nurse aide, so I really want to get into the body systems and all that and actually teach him things like I know, and he's only 6, so I want to wait a little bit on this so I can actually teach him really good. And he loved it, but I would really like to teach him a little bit better in this, so we're going to wait a little bit. But what he did is in here. So he did like a little muscle guy. And it's a little scary muscle guy because he looks like he belongs in Halloween. And then he's got his little skeleton guy. And he's got his skin guy. So he did those for easy peasy. And he also has a big body that I traced him and he added parts to, but we didn't finish it. And then he picked to do zoology next. So that's what we're doing from easy peasy is zoology. And next year he wants to do planets, so hopefully 2nd grade is okay to do planets. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's what I'm going to teach him. So that's what we'll be doing. And then for history, we started with easy peasy doing ancient Egypt. So that's what this is. And papyrus, because he did paper. We only did up to a certain point in ancient Egypt, and then I started doing 5 in a row. So he did his file folder, lap book thing, and this is the paper that he did, and little things that he learned about Egypt. And he has a little pyramid and a little sphinx that he did, and he loved it. So next year for history, I've chosen to do a story of the world. So that's what we're going to be doing, and he'll go over this again, and it's okay. And that's all I have in here so far, but like I said, I still have a box that I still have to put into here and get into my records. So hopefully I can get this done. I'll probably spend the weekend doing it. I hope I helped some you see what I use and give you ideas maybe of a book or a workbook that you see at the Dollar Tree that you might grab for yourself. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.